It's your turn. Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay, if this is just a mundane message, it's like Feng Shui week. If everything's going kind of okay, but you're feeling a little stifled, you know, relationships going okay, business is kind of going okay, but you're not sure which way to go next, rearrange your house. Rearrange your furniture. For somebody, you just need to buy more comfortable clothes because you're getting more sensitive? Oh, okay. So you've chosen compassion and enlightenment. And in return, you know, you've chosen to care more. You become more sensitive. Literally. Physically, you choose to be a better person. You work on it, you become a better person. Side effects are things that you tolerated before you can no longer tolerate. Okay, so let's talk about what that might be. It is what? Oh. Okay. Having your emotional needs ignored. People disappearing as soon as things are difficult for you, as soon as the load is too heavy for you to bear, they disappear again. It's with the 8 there and the 4 here. It started with just ignoring you. It started with not responding to your messages right away. And it turned into full-on neglect. Okay. So the outcome is you are going to have to be proactive here in your own life in seeing the truth for what it is. Having to be less receptive. Ah! Oh, geez, sorry. This is my cat. Oh my God, why did you do that? Why? Come here. Sorry, you guys. Come here, baby. Come here, sweetheart. You're ignoring... Oh, he feels like I'm ignoring him. This is Nova, everyone. He's a rescue kitten. But turns out he's a little Bengal, and he's extremely active. And he doesn't like being ignored. Say hi, baby. Ah, okay. Go play. Go play. Here. Wow. Okay, so it's a breaking point where you need to say something. You need to say something. You need to say clearly and to the point. You need to cut out the bullshit. You need to not sugarcoat anything. You need to say, either you step in and actually show me some energy, some passion, some commitment, or I'm out of here. My needs are being ignored. You're around for my nurturing. You're around when you need emotional support. But when it's time for me to be receptive to compassion, to comfort, a shoulder to cry on, a spine, courage, they were nowhere to be found. This would be like this. They're completely okay. This tells me over and over and over again with the leaving you out to dry, leaving you out in the cold. You're the one that has to tie up loose ends, take care of the responsibility, always. While they move forward and take, what am I trying to say? They take responsibility. They don't take responsibility for the emotional manipulation. They don't take responsibility for the gaslighting. They don't take responsibility for the neglect. There's an addiction there. There's something that they are in so deep that they feel like they can't get out of it. Oh my God, what? Hold on. The truth about long-term stability and commitment and causing you grief. They do know. They do know. Oh, they do know. Oh my God, they're sitting back and watching the results of their neglect. That you're unwilling to move forward. It's the end. It's a new beginning for you. It's a tower for them if they think you're going to take them back. It's a delusion for them to expect you to make peace with them after everything they've done to you. The lies. There's lies, manipulation. There is the end of a very difficult cycle here, and you're going to have to be the one to take the steps forward with vigor and passion. The vigor and the passion that you used to pour into this relationship, you are now going to pour into getting yourself out of it. With like the spirit of a warrior, the spirit of adventure. That at the end of that struggle, that discipline, that long journey is the truth. The end of a painful cycle, but also achievement and success. No more unfinished business, no more loose ends, no more going away and coming back again, no more letting them back in when they continuously neglect you emotionally and leave you out in the cold. If it's a little more serious than that, and it seemed like they were trying to sacrifice you somehow, and there's darkness there, and there's kind of a darkness there with the devil in the tower. Check out the reading, especially if they come from a kind of family, you know what I mean? And you are removing yourself from the situation in a way that tells the world who you really are after maybe they lied to the world about who you are for a very long time for their own benefit. They took credit. That's what I was trying to say in the first place. They took credit for your ideas, for your hard work, for your wisdom. Like you build an empire, you build a kingdom while they're off gallivanting around with their own little conquests that you don't even know about. Just in time to come back wounded so you can nurse them back to health and leave you depleted, alone and cold. Maybe in a beautiful dress, maybe on a hill, but alone and cold, and almost even more alone when they would show back up again, expecting you to just pretend like none of it was going on, like everything was okay, like you didn't know. You did. You do. No more making things easy for this person. No more being that cushy maternal figure. Now it's time for you to be the warrior, the lone wolf, the one who seeks after their own hopes and dreams without shame. So all your dreams coming true at the end of a very difficult cycle where you close the book on that, you never go back again, you never look back, and you have a brand new start where you feel young again, new again, refreshed, renewed, free, untethered. And a happy ending. Okay, this is not a tragedy that ends in suffering. Yes, there was suffering. But at the end of this story is freedom, enlightenment. There's a feeling of belonging, of having your world back again, of having your freedom back again. And the burdens that came with this self-centered narcissist. It was just always draining you of your energy. You didn't have time to go on your own adventures or indulge any of your own passions because you were always trying to keep up with this one. It was like a Energizer bunny while you were just back home wondering if they would ever come home. And then when they do, offering no explanation. But expecting you to make peace, expecting you to make it comfortable and cozy. No more. You're done with that. So congratulations, because the moment, if you haven't yet, that you choose for yourself to cut your losses and walk away, that's when you get the self-confidence back. That's when you get the energy back. And the willingness to do something new, to go somewhere new. Yeah. It's time to make a plan. It's time to make a new plan with just you. It's like you're getting out of a storm you might have just escaped with your life. If that other reading applies, my heart goes out to you. You might be the only one on that ship. It might be just you and one of your kids. Not everyone can go with you on this journey. You already know. It's like your higher power, however you want to see that, gave you a time period, okay? And this will resonate if it's for you. And they said, you're going to go through storm. You're going to go through a very difficult time. Trials and tribulations. And there's a time period here. And you will know who can go with you and who can't, depending on how everyone around you treats you in this particular time period. And you saw that. And now you know. See it for what it is. So be cold. Offer no explanation. Say what you mean what you say. Offer no truce. Offer no peace. That will only bring more destruction to your life. This destruction's not for you, it's for them. You know why? Because this was a soulmate. There was a true love connection there. And instead of putting all their time and energy and effort into making that connection beautiful, they put it all into the wrong connection. If it's not an addiction, it was a secret relationship that they didn't have the courage to walk away from. So, you get happiness, you get peace at the end of deciding to move on. Make a new plan, even if it's just for you. And know that the worst is over. You see clearly now. You have dominion over your own world. This person tried to control you. But they slipped up or something. You caught them slipping. Something's going to happen if it hasn't already. And it's going to put you in an energy of moving forward with gusto and excitement. And just kind of an eagle eye, never looking back again. No more being ignored, no more neglect. At the end of that decision is your emotional happiness, but it won't come from that person. It's somewhere else. Can I get another card there before I go? It's somewhere else. Somewhere else. Somewhere else. Your love. Oh my God. Look at that. It's like somewhere you've never been before. Look at that, the Sun. The Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. And the Nine of Cups. Yeah, all your joy, all your happiness is at the beginning of the life you chose after you choose to walk away. If you haven't already. If you have, congratulations. You've mastered your mind. You've mastered your heart. You've mastered your environment. Your thoughts. Your fears. Your weaknesses. And at the end of that is joy and enlightenment. They didn't choose that. They can't come with you. Be okay with that. Be okay with that, okay? It's a time of warmth. Even if it's winter, for you it will be warmth. For you the sun will always be out. Every light turns green when you drive through it. But you might have to get lost. You might have to go somewhere new. Outside of your comfort zone. A little bit more adventurous than you thought. But there's sinks and it's guided and it won't feel creepy. It'll feel like freedom. That's what this is all about, okay? So if you're not feeling inspired, it's like one more thing needs to happen. That one step in the right direction, that might be all it takes. So head over heart decision leads to a boost in confidence, an ending of an abusive cycle, and a brand new life with emotional happiness, satisfaction, a spiritual enlightenment, and a new sense of freedom and confidence. But you have to say something, they won't. Like that cat that just attacked me and made me scream. You might need to scream. You might need to scream to get their attention. No violence, no violence. But let it be known. No more neglect. From now on. The Empress will be respected. The Empress will be honored. And that is why the Empress has to walk away. All right, get out your Judge Judy gavel and stay strong. This is beautiful. I'll see you for the next one, Aquarius. I'm Walker. This is Dance Walker Tarot. And this was a random specific for an Aquarius, maybe even Venus in Aquarius. But this is the happy ending. Just not for them.